Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you some of the basic transformation tools in Photoshop. Transformation means scaling, rotating, changing the perspective, doing a whole number of edits to one particular element of your painting. Now we've already looked at one of these. We mentioned in a previous video when we were talking about shapes that we could press Ctrl T and it would open our selection grid again and we would be able to scale and stretch our image. And to finalize that, we can click on the tick at the top of our screen, or if we've done something wrong and we want to restart, we can click on the stop sign here. However, there's a whole bunch of transformations that we can access. And to do so, we go to the very top left of our screen to where it says Edit. Click on that to open up the drop-down menu, and about halfway down we have a option that says Transform. And in here we've got a whole range of transformations that we can access, and you'll actually become quite well acquainted with a number of these. If I go to Perspective, for example, the same selection grid applies, however I can now drag the corners together and change the perspective of my shape. I'm going to cancel that just to show you a few others. So if I go back to Edit and down to Transform, I can go to Warp, which offers a slightly different selection grid. I've still got all these points around my image, but this time it allows me to kind of deform it and create a more natural kind of curve. So this is really good if you're doing character designs or you're designing some fabrics, because you can actually create folds and show the wave-like motion of the fabric. We can do much simpler things by going to Edit, Transform, and rotating the image 90 degrees clockwise. Or we can go to Edit, Transform, and we can actually flip the whole image horizontally or vertically. Now, if you wanted to rotate by a certain amount, you could do the shortcut of Ctrl T, and if I hover my cursor over one of the corners here, you can see that it changes to two little curved arrows. And if I click and drag, that then rotates my image. If I hold Shift whilst doing that, it moves in bigger increments, so I can get 45 degrees, 30, 15, 0, like so. If I do Ctrl T again and start rotating, you'll also maybe notice that at the top of my screen here, I have degrees and it changes as I rotate my image. So you can actually click on this and input a certain degree if you want to be really, really specific. But there we go. There's just a few basic ways of transforming an element of your painting in Photoshop.